Definitely should have just stuck with the run game a little bit more, especially with some inconsistent quarterback play as Anderson is running away from the pressure. Big gain, breaks a tackle, gets across the 50. After an up-and-down season, catastrophic collapse. Finished 7-5, got a contract extension, and we're playing Tulane in the Wasabi Fenway Bowl. It's really going to be this and then recruiting. And then just trying, putting this behind us. Inconsistent quarterback play really screwed us. So let's play the moments for this bowl game against Tulane. Should be a pretty close matchup, pretty evenly rated. They have the better offense, we have the better defense, and we are 1 overall point better. Kind of disappointing given the start, but probably right around where this team should be. Opening drive, going to Jones, left side. In hindsight, probably should have stuck with the ground game more. In fact, definitely should have. As I say then, we go through the air, throwing back quickly, incomplete. Definitely should have just stuck with the run game a little bit more, especially with some inconsistent quarterback play as Anderson is running away from the pressure. Big gain, breaks a tackle, gets across the 50. 26 on the ground for the quarterback. Having a mobile quarterback has been kind of a staple here. First with Castellanos, now with Anderson. Obviously not quite to the same degree as we bounce the run back to the right and get 9 with James. Definitely not the same class of mobility as Castellanos was. However, still trying to make it work. Dropping back, hit as we throw and cannot get it down the field. And 3rd and 1, dropping back quickly underneath. Getting it to the tight end for the first. And quick handoff, left side, James gets met quickly in the backfield. Powers forward for a couple of yards. We're just trying to have some positive from this season. I will take a bowl victory, not exactly what we want. Getting it to James out of the backfield sets us up at the 12 with a first set of downs. Brutal losing streak. Almost lost to some recruits. That knocked us out of some deal breaker ranges for the championship contender. We're able to rebound and bounce back as we give it to Gray, running left side for 9. And we almost lost some pretty big recruits in the sense of big for us and over the course of this series. But we managed to bounce back. James stopped at the 1. And then James gets hurt. Everything goes downhill. And he's back for this bowl game, and he's just going to dive into the end zone. Wide open hole. No one was there to meet him. And it's just unfortunate to have that kind of collapse, knock us out of the rankings, and almost screw our entire recruiting class. We score on the opening drive, and I haven't touched the ball since. And we are in the 2-minute drill, dropping back, gunning it over to Skeet for a fresh set of downs with 2 minutes left in the first half, and we are set up in the red zone. We got away from the tap passes, the screens, and that style of offense, and our running back gets jammed up on the screen pass. Got away from that, and it showed. And it showed in those big true drop back scenarios. We just did not do well at all. But gunning it, oh my goodness, takes a hit. And we got 4 yards to go for 7 points. Skeet, possibly. Let me change that to a bit of a whip route. And firing to Skeet in the end zone, he gets it. Was on fire during the losing streak. And just unfortunately, Anderson at quarterback wasn't able to get it done. We take a 14-point lead going into halftime, and we are driving down, looking to add to it in the third quarter. 3rd and 10 coming up here. Might just be going for the corner, moving around, getting it to James on the check down. First down to the 6. Going with the read option. I don't love this. So we're just going to give it to James inside. Bounces in for the score. His second on the day. We missed him. And I think that was a very underrated part of why we lost. Underrated reason. Because we just lost our offensive MVP. Defense continues to pitch a shutout as we drop back to throw. And we get sacked. Tight man coverage across the board. Unable to pull the trigger. And Tulane gets a huge touchdown and a drive that we forced a fumble in the red zone and recovered it. So it is, and we got a safety. So it's 23-7. Going to start with the draw play to James, trying to outrun the linebacker. Can't. And I didn't realize that was third down. Well, punted. They're driving. They're stalling, and they got 4th and 10. And dropping back. Firing on the cross, and they get the first down. And they drive down for the score. They miss the onside kick. We win the Fenway Bowl 23-13, and we played like nothing. I've been going for like maybe 8 minutes. And a lot of that was just watching what happened. James, 36 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, had a few catches through the air. Offensive MVP. That's really all I got to say there. Throughout the season, consistently, our best and most consistent player on offense, without a doubt, losing him for a couple weeks was brutal. Stats. Anderson, 22 of 39, 258, 1 touchdown through the air on the ground. James, 11 carries, 36 yards, 2 touchdowns. Anderson, 5 for 15. Gray, 1 for 9. Through the air, Skeet, 6 catches, 85 yards, a touchdown. Going to miss him as the senior deep threat. Harris had 5 for 31. James, 4 for 61. Reagan, 4 for 56. A senior. James is a sophomore, so that's huge. Reed Harris is a junior. Johnson, senior, 1 catch for 14 yards. Manhurts, sophomore, 1 for 5. And Laron Husbands, the tight end, senior, 1 for 6. Great job by the offensive line. Merriman at center as a freshman was huge. We've got a lot of senior linemen. That's going to stink, losing them. And also, speaking of seniors, KP Price, 10 tackles in his final game. Led the team. Tucker, 9 tackles, junior corner. Couple TFLs, 2 for Williams, senior defensive tackle. Senior and Beloit with 1. Doherty is junior, he got 1. And then Kaysen, the sophomore, got 1 as well. No sacks, no picks. Who forced the fumble? 2 forced fumbles. Beloit and Kaysen forced the fumbles, and Beloit recovered both of them. Fenway Bowl winner. We add 1 to the trophy case, along with our ACC title from last year, and we finished 8-5. We made the playoffs last year, bit of a Cinderella run, and just got blown up by Oregon. So 8-5 and a bowl win, I will take that as a pretty realistic jump. Rico, the running back, has reached his top 5 schools. Why is McGinnis at a huge risk of transferring? I don't like this. Not at all. And then we just got to go through bowl season and the playoffs. And we're getting the Rutgers head coaching job and the UMass job. And they're both downgrades. These are all downgrades. Oregon, DC. The team that eliminated us from the playoff last year. No, thank you. Can I do anything for recruiting? I don't know. We continue to be first for a couple guys. I can't do anything for recruiting. We got the coaching carousel here. And we got nothing anymore. So I think coaching jobs have been filled. We're going to hang tight here. And we're going to keep going through bowl season without being able to do anything. We got our win, and that's good. No updates here. National Championship, USC and Tennessee. 4 and 3 seeds. Showing down for the Natty Heisman winner. Quarterback for Tennessee. Tennessee routed Georgia on their way there. Who gets the Natty this year? Pro potential went down to a C+. What changed? We're 4.5-star prestige. Coach stability went up. Coach prestige went down. Absolute shootout for the national championship in overtime. USC beats Tennessee 51-48. Players leaving. Bittersweet moment. Oh, crap. No. McGinnis wants to transfer. LaFont wants to transfer. And, okay, well, you can. I don't really care. Let's try to convince McGinnis. Persuade. We lose McGinnis, and he enters the transfer portal. Pro potential. Can we persuade him to stay? Okay, we keep a guard. And pro potential. Stick around, dude. You're a freshman. Graduating. Bowery, left tackle. Ferris. Funky. Gray, the running back. Holla, the linebacker. Johnson, receiver. Had some big plays for us. And end. Price. Huge player for us down the stretch. Reagan as well for the past couple seasons was very good. Skeet. Graduating. Ooh, Williams is projected to be drafted in the 7th round. Solid. Anyone else projected to be drafted? Beloit, no. Anderson, no. So we got one guy projected to be drafted, and that's pretty great. That stinks that we're losing McGinnis. Was a pretty key player to the team. Playing style needed a B-, and we have a D+. Okay. Do I not have a defensive court? And am I like missing a DC or something? I actually don't know. No, I didn't see anyone get poached. Draft results. Williams went in the 6th round, so we've gotten like 4 players drafted. That's actually pretty sweet. Transfer portal and off-season recruiting. Why are we oh my goodness. Hey now. Deal breaker, pro potential. Are you kidding me? What do you mean it's a C+? That blows. Well, that's unfortunate. Close to getting Stevens. Almost got the athlete. I'm going to guess linebacker. Another athlete, and it's quarterback. Okay. Going in for some off-season recruiting. Yeah, we need ends now. Oh, hey now. Okay, some guys are interested. Pretty late in the game for recruits, but I will take that second, yes. You're a 2-star, so I don't know. 4-star, we're a 3rd. Oh, absolutely. We will go after you. And all right. Now the fun begins. Stevens, defensive tackle. Silas, right tackle, commits. And, okay, we lost out on Cook. That was about expected. First for a lot of guys. I can't change any of this stuff now. I can't change any of this stuff now, so we're forever going to just end up stuck in that spot. We have 425 hours remaining. Deal breaker sucks because we were so close to getting him, and I don't know how to improve the pro potential. I really don't. Well, we got a gem lineman, and we just added an athlete to the board. So here's the fun part of how quickly can we just swoop in and get these guys. Proximity to home. That's the selling point for the quarterback. Bring the family. Bring the family. They can come to your games. That's our selling point here. Truman, the running back, gets here. Dang it, we're still 3rd for Landry. I don't think we're going to catch up there. Unfortunate. First for everyone else. 2nd for the guard that we kind of just started pursuing. I'm running out of hours. Genuinely have no idea what I'm going to do with all these hours. Because I've got these recruits. The deal breaker sucks, and he's going to go somewhere else, and I don't know how to change pro potential in the offseason. So that's unfortunate, so I might just have to take him off the board and just live with it and be quite sad. Gaines commits. Another linebacker commits. Archer commits. Stone commits. Scott commits. Hines. Castro. I don't think I'm going to see the quarterback. Nope, he has committed to Penn State. So we're going to add another quarterback and just go for it because we're in the last bit of off-season recruiting. You get the guard. We get Hills, the quarterback. And oh yeah, they just signed. Okay, sweet. Leveled up. How do we do for recruiting? National Signing Day. How did we do? We got a couple 5-stars. Take a look at the top classes. We have a top 5 class. Look at that. 2 5-stars, 16 4-stars, 14 3-stars, and 3 2-stars. Gives us the 5th best class in the country. Headlined by 5-star defensive end, Cahill, quarterback Reef, and then a lot of 4-stars after that. We got 2 quarterbacks, a bunch of running backs. We got a fullback. We got 1 receiver in Newcomb. We got 2 tight ends, 1 in Awe and 1 in McBath. 5 offensive tackles, 2 guards, 3 centers. We went heavy for the trenches. Another end in Archer. 3 defensive tackles, 4 outside linebackers, 4 inside linebackers, 1 corner, 1 free safety, no strong safeties. Okay, we really kind of had a type for who we were going for.